Mystic Seekers, welcome to a space where the neon lights of the city meet the cosmic energy of the universe. Yeah, you heard that right. We're about to dive deep into a part of you that you might not even know exists, your spiritual intelligence. Think of it like this. We all know about IQ, right? That's your brain power, your book smarts. And then there's EQ, your emotional intelligence, your ability to navigate the feels. But what about the part of you that connects to something bigger, something beyond the everyday? That's SQ, baby. Now, before you peace out thinking this is some woo-woo, crystals and incense kind of vibe, let me stop you right there. We're keeping it real here, fam. This isn't about chanting mantras on a mountaintop, unless that's your jam, then you do you. It's about tapping into that inner wisdom, that cosmic connection that's already inside you. It's about understanding that you're a part of something much bigger than yourself, and that's a pretty mind-blowing concept when you really think about it. So whether you're a seasoned mystic or you're just starting to explore the spiritual side of things, this is for you. We're all on this journey together, figuring things out as we go. Think of this as your cosmic cheat sheet, your guide to unlocking the power of your own spiritual intelligence. No judgment, no dogma, just pure, unadulterated exploration. You down? Let's get this spiritual party started. But first, let's take a collective deep breath and acknowledge that life can be a wild ride. Ups, downs, plot twists you never saw coming. It's all part of the experience. But what if I told you that there's a way to navigate this crazy thing called life with more grace, more purpose, more connection? That's where spiritual intelligence comes in, my friend. Let's be real for a hot second, all right? None of us have all the answers. We're all stumbling around in the dark sometimes, trying to figure out this whole life thing. But guess what? That's perfectly okay. In fact, it's kind of beautiful when you think about it. It's in those moments of uncertainty, those times when we feel totally lost, that we're able to truly grow and evolve. It's like the universe throws us a curveball, and we have to dig deep and find a way to catch it. And sometimes we even surprise ourselves with what we're capable of. Think about it. When you're cruising along on autopilot, everything's predictable, right? You know what to expect, you know how to react. But when something unexpected happens, it shakes things up. It forces you to pay attention, to question your assumptions, to look at things from a different perspective. And that, my friends, is where the magic happens. So, if you're feeling a little lost right now, take a deep breath and know that you're not alone. We're all right there with you, figuring things out as we go. But here's the thing, you don't have to stay lost. There's a whole universe of wisdom and guidance out there, just waiting for you to tap into it. And that's where spiritual intelligence comes in. It's like, imagine you've got this amazing superpower that you didn't even know you had. It can help you navigate the ups and downs of life with more ease. It can connect you to something bigger than yourself, and it can even help you unlock your true potential. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, that's spiritual intelligence in a nutshell. Okay, so we've talked about how none of us have all the answers and how being a little lost can actually be a good thing. Now, let's dive into this whole spiritual intelligence thing and why it matters. Imagine this. You're vibing with the universe, totally in tune with your inner compass. You're radiating good vibes, attracting abundance, and navigating life's challenges with a sense of peace and purpose. That's the power of SQ, my friends. But here's the thing. SQ isn't about being perfect or always having a smile plastered on your face. It's about embracing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and finding meaning in it all. It's about understanding that you're not just a random collection of thoughts and emotions, but a powerful spiritual being having a human experience. And that, my friends, is a game changer. Spiritual intelligence is like this hidden superpower that we all possess. It's the ability to tap into that inner wisdom, that cosmic connection that's always been there, just waiting to be activated. And the best part? Developing your SQ isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about peeling back the layers, shedding the limiting beliefs, and stepping into your most authentic, badass self. So, whether you're looking to find more meaning in your life, connect with something bigger than yourself, or simply navigate the daily grind with more grace and ease, spiritual intelligence is the key. And the best part? We're all figuring this out together. All right, Mystic Crew, let's break this down. Spiritual intelligence, or SQ for those in the know, is often misunderstood. People hear spiritual and they think incense, chanting, maybe even some awkward yoga poses, and while those things can be cool, they're not the heart of what we're talking about. SQ is about tapping into a deeper level of awareness, a connection to something bigger than yourself, whether you call it the universe, source energy, or just that feeling of knowing there's more to life than meets the eye. Think of it like this. You've got your physical body, the vessel that carries you through the world. You've got your mind, the incredible processor that analyzes, dreams, and creates. But there's a third element, a spiritual essence that connects you to something beyond the physical and mental. SQ is about learning to access that essence, to understand its language, and to harness its power to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Now you might be thinking, okay, sounds cool, but what does that even look like in real life? Well, it's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, understanding that we're all part of a greater cosmic dance. It's about tapping into your intuition, that gut feeling that guides you when logic fails. And it's about living with a sense of purpose, knowing that your existence has meaning and that you're here to contribute something unique and beautiful to the world. The coolest part? SQ isn't something you're born with or without. It's a skill, a muscle you can develop and strengthen over time. Just like you hit the gym to sculpt your physical body, you can engage in practices that nourish your spiritual core. And the more you work it, the more you'll start to see its impact on every aspect of your life. So how do we actually start building this spiritual intelligence, this cosmic muscle we've been hyping up? Well, my friends, it all comes down to mastering the 4 pillars of SQ. Think of these pillars as the foundation of your spiritual house, the framework that supports your growth and evolution. First up, we've got self-awareness. This is all about knowing yourself on a deeper level, understanding your values, beliefs, and motivations. It's about tuning into your inner dialogue, becoming aware of your thought patterns, and learning to differentiate between the voice of your ego and the whispers of your soul. Next, we've got transcendence. This pillar is all about going beyond the limitations of your physical self and connecting to something larger than yourself. It's about experiencing moments of awe and wonder, whether you find them in nature, art, music, or through meditation. It's about recognizing that you are a part of something vast and interconnected. The third pillar is interconnectedness. This is about understanding that we're all connected, that our actions have ripples that extend far beyond ourselves. It's about cultivating empathy and compassion, not just for those closest to us, but for all beings. It's about recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every living thing. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds pretty abstract. What's the practical application of this whole spiritual intelligence thing? Well, my friend, buckle up because the benefits of a strong SQ are anything but superficial. Imagine this. Your life feels like a chaotic mess, full of stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. You're running on autopilot, just trying to keep up with the demands of daily life. But what if there was a way to find a sense of calm amidst the chaos? A way to tap into an inner reservoir of peace and resilience? That's what a strong SQ can do for you. When you develop your spiritual intelligence, you become more attuned to your intuition, that inner compass that always guides you towards what's truly best for you. You learn to trust your gut, to make decisions from a place of alignment rather than fear or obligation. You become more present, more aware of the beauty and wonder that surrounds you in every moment. But it doesn't stop there. A strong SQ can also enhance your relationships, helping you to connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. You become more empathetic, more compassionate, more understanding of the perspectives and experiences of those around you. You radiate a sense of peace and positivity that draws others to you. And in a world that often feels disconnected and divided, that kind of energy is priceless. Pause 2S. Hold up, Mystic Squad, because things are about to get seriously next level. We've been talking about spiritual intelligence like it's some abstract mystical force, but get this, your brain is literally wired for this stuff. Yeah, you heard that right. Your gray matter, that incredible 3-pound universe inside your skull, is designed to connect with something bigger than itself. It's like your brain came preloaded with the spiritual software, just waiting for you to hit the activate button. Now, before you think I'm about to launch into a complicated lecture on neuroscience, chill. We're keeping it real, remember? But there are a couple of key players in your brain that we need to talk about. First up, we've got the default mode network, or DMN for short. Think of this as your brain's chill-out zone, the network that lights up when you're daydreaming, meditating, or just letting your mind wander. Turns out, the DMN plays a crucial role in those aha moments of insight, those times when you feel connected to something beyond the everyday. Then there's the temporal lobe, which is like the spiritual hub of your brain. This bad boy is responsible for processing sensory information, language, and memory. but it also plays a key role in those mystical experiences that make you go, whoa. You know, those moments of awe and wonder, those feelings of interconnectedness and transcendence. Yeah, that's your temporal lobe doing its thing. But here's the kicker. The more you engage in spiritual practices, the stronger these neural pathways become. It's like hitting the gym for your brain, building those spiritual muscles so you can flex your SQ like a boss. Okay, Mystic fam, let's get real for a second. For a long time, science and spirituality were seen as two totally separate things. Science was all about logic, reason, and cold, hard facts, while spirituality was relegated to the realm of the mystical, the intangible, the woo-woo, if you will. But here's the thing, science is starting to catch up with what mystics and spiritual seekers have known for centuries, that there's a deep connection between our inner and outer worlds, between the physical and the spiritual. Think about it. Quantum physics has shown us that the universe is not a collection of separate objects, but a web of interconnected energy fields. Neuroscience is revealing the incredible plasticity of the brain, its ability to change and adapt based on our experiences. And studies on meditation and mindfulness are demonstrating the profound impact these practices can have on our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. So how does this relate to spiritual intelligence? Well, when you develop your SQ, you're essentially strengthening the connection between your conscious mind and the deeper, more intuitive aspects of yourself. You're tapping into the wisdom of your body, the guidance of your intuition, and the interconnectedness of all things. And the science is there to back it up. We're talking about measurable changes in brainwave activity, increased levels of feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, even improvements in immune function and stress response. Yeah, science is basically proving that spirituality is good for you on every level. All right, Mystic Crew, let's talk about the good stuff. The benefits of upgrading your spiritual software. Because here's the deal. Developing your spiritual intelligence isn't just about feeling more connected to the universe, although that's definitely a perk. It's about unlocking your full potential as a human being, about living a more meaningful, fulfilling, and kick-ass life. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning feeling energized and aligned, clear about your purpose, and excited about the day ahead. You move through your day with a sense of grace and ease, navigating challenges with resilience and compassion. You're tuned into your intuition, making decisions that feel aligned with your soul's purpose. And at the end of the day, you feel a deep sense of peace and contentment, knowing that you're living in alignment with your highest self. Sound too good to be true? Well, my friend, that's the power of a spiritually charged brain. When you develop your SQ, you tap into a wellspring of inner peace, wisdom, and creativity that you never even knew you had. You become more resilient in the face of challenges, more compassionate towards yourself and others, and more open to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. We're talking about experiencing greater levels of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. We're talking about feeling more connected to yourself, to others, and to the world around you. And we're talking about living a life that's aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. In other words, developing your spiritual intelligence is like upgrading to the premium version of yourself. And trust me, the upgrade is totally worth it. All right, Mystic Masters in the making, ready to get practical? We've talked about what spiritual intelligence is, why it matters, and how your brain is hardwired for this stuff. Now let's get down to brass tacks and talk about the tools you need to level up your SQ game. Think of this as your cosmic toolkit, packed with everything you need to unlock your spiritual potential and become the most radiant, badass version of yourself. And the best part, you don't need any fancy equipment or expensive retreats, just an open mind and a willingness to explore. Now, before you go thinking this is all about chanting mantras in a cave somewhere, let me stop you right there. We're keeping it real, remember? These tools are designed to fit seamlessly into your everyday life. Whether you're a busy professional, a student trying to navigate the chaos of exams, or just someone who's looking for a little more peace and purpose in their day-to-day. Because here's the thing, spirituality isn't about escaping from life, it's about showing up for it, fully present and engaged, with an open heart and a clear mind. So what kind of tools are we talking about? Well, we've got meditation, the OG practice for calming the mind and connecting with your inner wisdom. We've got mindfulness, the art of being fully present in the moment without judgment or distraction. We've got journaling, a powerful tool for self-reflection and processing your experiences. And of course, we've got gratitude, the practice of appreciating the good in your life, no matter how small. The beauty of these tools is that they're accessible to everyone, regardless of your background, beliefs, or lifestyle. And the more you use them, the more natural they'll become, like second nature. Think of it like learning a new language. At first, it might feel awkward and unfamiliar, but with practice, it becomes second nature. And just like learning a new language opens up a whole new world of possibilities, developing your spiritual toolkit will empower you to navigate life with more grace, purpose, and joy. All right, mystic meditators, let's talk about the OG spiritual practice meditation. Now, before you roll your eyes and click away, thinking this is just for monks on mountaintops or those super Zen yoga instructors, let me stop you right there. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind, sitting in lotus pose for hours on end, or chanting Om until you reach enlightenment. Although, hey, no judgment if that's your jam. Think of meditation like a power cleanse for your mind. It's about hitting the pause button on the non-stop chatter of your thoughts, creating space for stillness, and connecting with that quiet voice of wisdom within. In a world that's constantly bombarding us with information, stimulation, and demands on our attention, meditation is like a sanctuary for your soul, a place to recharge, reconnect, and find your center. And the best part? Meditation is easier than you think. You don't need any special equipment, fancy clothes, or a secluded mountaintop retreat, although those can be nice too. You can meditate anywhere, anytime, on the train during your morning commute, at your desk during your lunch break, or even in the comfort of your own bed before you drift off to sleep. All you need is a few minutes of quiet time and a willingness to simply be present with yourself without judgment or expectation. Now, I know what you're thinking. My mind is way too busy for meditation. I could never quiet all those thoughts. And you know what? You're right. Your mind is designed to think, to analyze, to plan, to worry. That's its job. But here's the thing. You don't have to silence your thoughts completely. In fact, that's pretty much impossible. The key is to simply observe those thoughts without getting swept away by them. All right, Mystic Mindfulness Masters, let's talk about the art of being present. Because here's the thing. Most of us are living in a perpetual state of mental time travel. We're either dwelling on the past, replaying old conversations in our heads, or worrying about the future, fretting over things that haven't even happened yet. And while it's natural to reflect on the past and plan for the future, when we're constantly lost in thought, we miss out on the beauty and richness of the present moment. That's where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is about waking up to the now, paying attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. It's about savoring the taste of your morning coffee, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, and really listening to the words of a loved one without letting your mind drift off to that to-do list or that nagging worry. Now, you might be thinking, okay, sounds great, but how do I actually do this mindfulness thing? Well, my friend, it's simpler than you think. Start by bringing your attention to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the gentle flow of air in and out of your nostrils. Don't try to change your breath, just observe it. Your breath is like an anchor, grounding you in the present moment. As you become more aware of your breath, you can start to expand your awareness to include other senses. Notice the sounds around you, the chirping of birds, the hum of traffic, the laughter of children playing. Notice the sights, the colors of the sky, the shapes of the clouds, the details of your surroundings. Notice the sensations in your body, the feeling of your clothes against your skin, the weight of your feet on the ground. Okay, Mystic Seekers, let's get real for a hot second. This whole spiritual intelligence journey, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be bumps in the road, detours, maybe even a few wrong turns that leave you feeling like you're driving in circles. Developing your SQ is like embarking on an epic quest. You're guaranteed to encounter dragons along the way. But here's the thing. Those challenges, those moments when you feel like giving up and ordering takeout instead of meditating, they're not failures. They're opportunities for growth. Think of it like this. You're learning a new language, right? You're not going to be fluent overnight. There will be times when you stumble over your words, when you feel frustrated and discouraged, when you just want to revert back to the comfort of your native tongue. But the more you practice, the more you persevere, the easier it becomes. And eventually those awkward, stumbling moments will be a distant memory. The same goes for developing your spiritual intelligence. There will be days when you wake up feeling disconnected, when meditation feels impossible, when gratitude seems like a foreign concept. And that's okay. The key is to approach those challenges with compassion, to acknowledge them without judgment, and to remember that you're not alone on this journey. We've all been there, Mystic fam. We've all felt the sting of doubt, the pull of distraction, the frustration of feeling stuck. But here's the thing. Those challenges are not signs that you're doing it wrong. They're simply part of the process. And the more you learn to navigate them with grace and resilience, the stronger you'll become. Let's talk about doubt, Mystic Warriors, because this sneaky little gremlin has a nasty habit of showing up at the worst possible times. You're meditating, you're feeling the good vibes flowing, you're starting to connect with that inner wisdom, and then, bam! Doubt crashes the party, armed with a megaphone and a laundry list of reasons why you're not spiritual enough, not enlightened enough, not insert your favorite self-sabotaging belief here, enough. Sound familiar? Yeah, we've all been there. Doubt is like that annoying house guest who just won't take the hint. But here's the thing. Doubt is not the enemy. It's simply a part of you. A voice that's learned to equate safety with staying small. It's that voice that says, who are you to think you can achieve this? Who are you to think you're worthy of happiness and fulfillment? But here's the thing. You get to choose whether you listen to that voice or not. You get to decide whether you let doubt keep you stuck in a cycle of fear and self-sabotage, or whether you acknowledge it, thank it for its concern, and then gently guide it towards the door. Because here's the truth. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are powerful beyond measure. So the next time doubt comes knocking, don't try to fight it or push it away. Instead, acknowledge its presence, breathe into it, and then gently remind yourself of your truth. You're on a journey of self-discovery, and every step, even the ones that feel shaky and uncertain, is a step in the right direction. All right, mystic multitaskers, let's talk about distraction because this digital age is basically a masterclass in the art of not paying attention. Think about it. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, updates, and breaking news alerts. Our phones are practically glued to our hands, and our attention spans are shrinking faster than your patience in a traffic jam. It's like we're living in a digital circus, with a million flashing lights and screaming clowns all vying for our attention, and in the midst of all that noise, it can be damn near impossible to hear the quiet whispers of our soul. Now, I'm not here to demonize technology. After all, it's pretty amazing that we can connect with people all over the world, access a wealth of information at our fingertips, and even order pizza with the push of a button. But here's the thing. Technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for evil, or in this case, for endless scrolling and mindless consumption. The key to navigating the digital age with your sanity intact is to become aware of your relationship with technology. Are you using it to enhance your life, or is it controlling you? Are you scrolling through social media because you're genuinely curious about what your friends are up to? Or are you using it as a way to numb out, to avoid uncomfortable emotions, or to escape from the present moment? If you find yourself constantly distracted, constantly reaching for your phone, or feeling anxious when you're disconnected, it might be time to hit the reset button on your digital habits. Start by setting some boundaries. Designate certain times of day as tech-free zones. Turn off notifications, delete apps that suck up your time and energy, and rediscover the lost art of being present in the real world. All right, Mystic Soul Squad, let's talk about something that's essential for leveling up your spiritual intelligence community. Because here's the deal. This whole spiritual growth thing, it's not a solo mission. We're not meant to walk this path alone. In fact, trying to navigate the ups and downs of spiritual awakening without a supportive community is like trying to climb Mount Everest in flip-flops. It's possible, but it's going to be a hell of a lot harder than it needs to be. Think about it. Humans are social creatures by nature. We crave connection, belonging, and the feeling of being seen and understood. And when we're going through periods of intense growth and transformation, those needs become even more amplified. We need a safe space to share our experiences, to process our emotions, and to receive support from people who get it. Now, this doesn't mean you need to join a cult or start wearing matching tie-dye outfits. Although, hey, no judgment if that's your vibe. Community can take many forms. It might be a weekly meditation group, a monthly book club, an online forum where you connect with like-minded souls, or even just a small group of close friends who are open to exploring these topics with you. The important thing is to find your people, those who resonate with your energy, who support your growth, and who challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Because when you surround yourself with a community of like-minded souls, you create a powerful synergy that amplifies your individual efforts. It's like plugging into a cosmic power grid, where everyone's energy is feeding off of and supporting each other. Okay, Mystic Seekers, so you're ready to ditch the solo mission and find your cosmic crew? Awesome, but where do you even start? Well, the good news is that there are more opportunities than ever to connect with like-minded souls on the spiritual path. We're talking about a global awakening, people. So whether you're looking for in-person gatherings or online communities, there's a tribe out there waiting to welcome you with open arms and maybe even a few crystals. First up, let's talk about your local scene. Check out your local yoga studios, meditation centers, and spiritual bookstores. These places are often hubs for spiritual seekers of all stripes, and they often host workshops, classes, and events that can connect you with like-minded souls. Plus, you can always strike up a conversation with someone after class. You never know where it might lead. If you're more digitally inclined, there's a whole universe of online communities just waiting to be explored. Facebook groups, online forums, and even dating apps, hey, you never know, can connect you with people who share your interests, values, and spiritual aspirations. Just be sure to do your research and choose communities that feel safe, supportive, and aligned with your vibes. And here's a bonus tip: don't be afraid to think outside the box. Spiritual connection isn't limited to traditional spiritual spaces. You might find your tribe at a hiking group, a book club, a volunteer organization, or even at your local coffee shop. The key is to follow your intuition, to be open to new experiences, and to trust that the universe will guide you to the people you're meant to connect with. So you found your tribe. Congrats! Now what? Well, the real magic of community happens when we're willing to be vulnerable, to share our authentic selves, and to support each other on the journey. This doesn't mean you need to spill your deepest, darkest secrets to a room full of strangers. Unless that's your jam, then go for it. It's about creating a space where you feel safe to be yourself, to let your guard down, and to connect on a heart-to-heart level. Start by sharing your experiences, your insights, and even your struggles. When you open up and allow yourself to be seen, you create space for others to do the same. And when we feel seen and heard, we feel connected, supported, and empowered to keep growing. But remember, community is a two-way street. Just as you receive support, be sure to offer it in return. Listen with an open heart, offer words of encouragement, and celebrate each other's victories, no matter how small. Because when we lift each other up, we all rise together. And here's the thing, Mystic Fam sharing the journey isn't just about the deep, meaningful stuff. It's also about having fun, celebrating life, and reminding each other that spirituality doesn't have to be serious all the time. So, go ahead and share those cosmic jokes, those inspiring quotes, and those hilarious memes about meditation gone wrong, because laughter, my friends, is its own form of spiritual practice. As we reach the end of this mind-blowing exploration, Mystic Soul Squad, let's get one thing straight. This whole spiritual intelligence thing, it's not a destination, it's a journey. There's no finish line, no cosmic graduation ceremony where you get handed a diploma that says, "Congratulations, you're officially enlightened." This is about embracing the infinite spiral of growth, the constant evolution of your soul, the never-ending quest to become the most radiant, badass version of yourself. Think of it like this. The universe is a vast and ever-changing landscape. There are mountains to climb, valleys to explore, and rivers to navigate. There will be times when you feel like you're soaring through the cosmos, your heart bursting with joy and gratitude. And there will be times when you feel lost in the wilderness, unsure of which direction to take. But every step, every twist and turn on your path is an opportunity for learning, for growth, and for deepening your connection to the divine wisdom within. So let go of the need to have all the answers, to be perfect, to have it all figured out. Embrace the mystery, the uncertainty, and the exhilarating freedom of not knowing. Because it's in those moments of surrender, when you let go of control and trust in the unfolding of your journey, that the true magic happens. Remember, Mystic Fam, you're not alone on this cosmic adventure. We're all in this together, supporting each other, learning from each other, and celebrating each other's victories along the way. And that, my friends, is what makes this journey so damn beautiful. Now, I've dropped a lot of knowledge bombs on you, Mystic Masters in the making. We've talked about the what, the why, and the how of spiritual intelligence. We've explored the tools, the challenges, and the transformative power of community. But here's the most important takeaway. You are your own guru. You have within you all the wisdom, guidance, and power you need to navigate this life with purpose, passion, and a whole lot of cosmic swagger. For too long, we've been conditioned to look outside ourselves for answers, to rely on external authorities to tell us what to believe, how to think, and how to live. But the truth is, the most profound wisdom resides within you. You have access to a direct line to the divine, to the infinite intelligence of the universe. You just need to learn how to tune in and trust your own inner compass. So, how do you step into your role as mystic master of your own life? It starts with trusting your intuition, that gut feeling that knows what's right for you, even when you can't explain it logically. It's about questioning everything, challenging limiting beliefs, and forging your own path based on what feels true and authentic to you. This doesn't mean you have to ditch all external guidance. There are incredible teachers, mentors, and spiritual traditions out there that can offer valuable insights and support. But always remember that you have the power to choose what resonates with you, to discard what doesn't, and to create your own unique spiritual path. As we wrap up this epic journey into the realm of spiritual intelligence, Mystic Soul Squad, I want to leave you with a few parting words of wisdom. First and foremost, stay curious. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, full of wonder, beauty, and infinite possibilities. Never stop exploring, never stop asking questions, and never stop pushing the boundaries of what you think you know. Secondly, stay connected. Remember that you're not alone on this journey. Reach out to your tribe, share your experiences, offer support, and celebrate each other's victories. Because when we come together in love, compassion, and a shared desire for growth, we create a ripple effect that can transform the world. And finally, stay lit. Remember that spirituality doesn't have to be serious all the time. Embrace your inner goofball, find joy in the everyday moments, and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself along the way. Because when you approach life with a sense of playfulness and wonder, you open yourself up to a world of magic and possibility. So go forth, Mystic Masters, and shine your light brightly. The world needs your unique gifts, your compassionate heart, and your radiant soul. The adventure is just beginning.